Dr. Henry Loomis, this is Zora Bennett, our mission specialist.
Sorry, what mission?
This would be a medical breakthrough that could save countless lives. It comes from the largest dinosaurs on the planet.
Oh my God.
Fortunately for us, all these species exist in one isolated place. Can you be ready tomorrow?
I can guarantee your safety. I mean, more or less.
More or less?
He's your guy.
We're the best at moving things and people in and out of places they shouldn't be.
Move up towards Barbados, avoid government patrol, but there aren't that many anymore.
Why's that?
No one's dumb enough to go where we're going.
This island was the research facility for the original Jurassic Park.
We need DNA from the 3 biggest dinosaurs.
Do we have to get a sample from an egg?
I suppose we could try and get it from the parent, but they're a flying carnivore the size of an F-16.
Maybe we should make it quick.
These dinosaurs were too dangerous for the original park.
Please don't say they're raptors. They're raptors.
The worst of the worst were left here.
Come on! Duncan!
We put ourselves in a place we don't belong. Survival is a long shot.
What the hell are those?
They're helping the mosasaur defend territory, stalk, hunt.
None of what you just said is good.
Wow, this trailer is absolutely breathtaking. It's not quite what I expected, but it's definitely got that Jurassic Park feeling to it. And trust me when I say that there is a lot to unpack. So let's get straight into it. So first of all, I'm sure you're all here for the dinosaurs. And, well, I would be a hypocrite if I said I wasn't too. So first of all, the first dinosaur shown is Titanosaurus. Now, from the teaser trailer we got just a few days ago, I and many other fans have theorised that it was a Supersaurus that we saw the tail of, but no, it is in fact Titanosaurus. Now, personally, I love the design. It's different to that we've gotten for other sauropods, such as Brachiosaurus and Apatosaurus, and even Mamenchisaurus for just a small amount of time. But it just feels different. It feels more unique, more vibrant, and overall more of a dinosaur than an animatronic. You know, the others, sure, they were good designs, don't get me wrong, but they felt a lot like just a giant lizard or a animatronic from Five Nights at Freddy's. It didn't feel like a living, breathing creature. Next up is Quetzalcoatlus. Now, whilst the Titanosaurus was previously leaked by a toy fair in Brazil, Quetzalcoatlus was never leaked or confirmed to be a part of this movie. We as the fans took it upon ourselves to just kind of unanimously agree that, okay, the biggest flying dinosaur or reptile is Quetzalcoatlus. It's not going to be a Dimorphodon or a Sungaropteryx. It's going to be our boy Quetzalcoatlus. And may I just say, the redesign. Now, I liked the Dominion Quetzalcoatlus, but the redesign is moi, chef's kiss. Now, don't get me wrong, was a redesign needed? Probably not, and it only just confuses the story. Like, why are there now more than one type of Quetzalcoatlus? Now, yes, it's a few years in the future. Maybe some traits have changed, so they fit in better with a natural world, but this soon? I don't think that's how evolution works, but maybe it'll be explained in the movie, or maybe I'm just thinking too deep into it. Now, just like Quetzalcoatlus, we also knew of another dinosaur that was bound to make an appearance, that being the Velociraptor. Now, we've had to revamp the whole story just so we can get more of these bad boys in, and I must say, I'm not mad that they've got more raptors in, you know. I feel like the whole storyline of Blue being the last one was never going to be a good decision, you know. Everyone wants more Velociraptors, and we can't just have the same raptor over and over again, just like with Rexy, which we'll see later on in the trailer. Now, the first shot seems to be of a tiger raptor in some sort of experimental chamber. Now, I'm not particularly good with science, so please comment down below if you know what this type of chamber is called. But it's definitely something to do with the creation, which is my best guess, and possibly the attempted hybrid development, which we'll talk about later on. Now, even though personally I think it looks a lot like a tiger velociraptor from Jurassic Park: The Lost World, a lot of sources and leaks claim that they're going to look like the ones from Jurassic Park 3, which I'm not complaining about. I love the Velociraptors from Jurassic Park 3, and I think that they should have kept that design. Now, other than the Dilophosaurus, coming back not just one movie after 20 years, but two. And the redesign is, again, beautiful. The pattern and the coloration, they've definitely nailed it with this movie. And hopefully it's the same for all of the dinosaurs in the final cut. Okay, for the T-Rex, I've got no words. Now, this is one thing that if you've seen my community post not too long ago about what dinosaurs are you excited for the new movie, you would have seen me say it was a new T-Rex. We needed a new T-Rex in the franchise, not Rexy over and over again. Because let's be real, Rexy started getting treated like a dog. She was not this dangerous dinosaur not to be reckoned with. She started just helping the humans and just doing whatever they wanted her to do, which is not what we want. Like in the first movie, she was a beast. Second movie, there was a new T-Rex. Same in the third. All of a sudden in the fourth, she's brought back. It's amazing, you know. We want to see how they're doing, but we don't want her to get dragged on to the main characters, because she's not meant to be a main character. She's meant to show why cloning dinosaurs, cloning animals that you've got no idea what they're capable of, is a bad idea. And to be honest, her coloration and pattern, it's a bit bland. The Buck and Bull, I much prefer. But this T-Rex is, again, chef's kiss. They've definitely nailed the patterning and the coloration in this movie, and I can't wait to see more scenes with this new Rex in. Also, there was a lot of rumours going around about a scene from the original Jurassic Park that got scrapped, making a return. And to be honest, I've always kind of thought it was the river chase scene where the Rex was swimming after Alan Grant, Tim and Lexi, and I don't know what it was, but something about that scene, it always stuck with me, you know. It was amazing. This giant colossal creature that was really powerful on land was also yet a really good swimmer. It was dangerous not just on land but in water too, and that is something I think a lot of people forget about the Tyrannosaurus, and I just can't wait to see if this is the scene that they've wanted to put into this new movie. And again, I think it is. You know, you see the T-Rex trying to bite at someone in the water, and who knows, maybe the T-Rex then decides to chase after him. I guess we can only wait for July the 2nd. 2001 was the last time we saw the Spinosaurus. No more. We are getting not one, not 2, but 3 Spinosaurs, and not just that, they're paleo accurate, which, to be honest, for design, it could be a little bit better, you know, but don't get me wrong, I'm not getting angry. I'm just glad we're getting the Spinosaurus back again, and now, yes, I'm probably a huge Spino glazer, but think about... I can't think, honestly. Spinosaurus, again, moi, amazing decision. I wish I could see David Coop. Sorry if I pronounced his last name incorrectly. I wish I could just see him and shake his hand and thank him so much for adding back this dinosaur, because to be honest, it's one of my favourites, like I've probably said 1,000 times. But not just that, they're working with a Mosasaurus. Now that I am a bit sceptical of. But I mean, I was sceptical of the Spinosaurus returning at all, you know. Jurassic World, there was a few rumours, and it got added as a skeleton. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, there was a lot of rumours about a rematch, but never happened. Jurassic World Dominion, again, lots of rumours, but it never happened. It was only until Camp Cretaceous Season 4 where we finally got to see this beast back in action, and I want to know what's going to happen now that there's the Jurassic Park 3 amalgamation, which is the Spinosaurus, which has been dubbed by many fans as the Macrobaryonyx, and now there's also a paleo-accurate version. So what would happen if these two met? What would be taught in history schools or in classes or whatever? I just don't understand quite how it would work, because they're so vastly different, yet they're technically the same species. So unless there's going to be a whole reclassification process of the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus, or perhaps, I don't know, maybe it'll get brought up in some way, hopefully they talk about it. I want there to be at least a reference, because if not, I'm going to throw some hands. Now, time for the Mosasaurus, which is honestly the most interesting one. Now, I'm glad that they brought back the size a bit, you know, it was way too big. I don't get why they thought it had to be that massive, but they just kind of thought it had to be, I suppose. Now, when I was younger, I used to think, oh, the Mosasaurus was this gigantic sea beast, but in reality it's not, and I'm glad they're showing what it actually was and not some ginormous continent-swallowing dragon. Now, don't get me wrong, the old design was definitely really good. I loved it, but it's not nearly as good as this one, let's be real. And hey, I wonder how much screen time it's going to get in the movie, you know? It was seen as this big, Marvel, spectacular, new water dinosaur in Jurassic World, and then it didn't get much time other than killing the Indominus. And then in Fallen Kingdom, they changed the location of the lagoon so it was on the edge, so they could bring the Mosasaurus out, so it could get more screen time, so they could do stuff with it, but they didn't do anything with it later on. And again, Dominion did nothing with it. There was a small scene where it broke down, it destroyed a boat. That was it. And then Camp Cretaceous, again, it destroyed a boat. That was it. There was nothing else. You know, Camp Cretaceous, in Season 1, it probably had the most screen time than out of any of the Jurassic World movies. And I wish that was a lie. I wish I'm totally lying right now, but I don't think I am. I mean, you can obviously go check it for yourself. I'm not saying that it's true, but it feels like it is. Now, there is one dinosaur which I'm sure you semi-noticed in the trailers that I haven't mentioned yet, and to be honest, I don't know my thoughts about it just yet. It's unusual. I don't like it at the moment, but who knows? It might amaze me in the theatres on July the 2nd, but that is, at the moment, the dubbed name of the D-Rex. Now, I'm sure you recognise the name. It was used as a placeholder for the Indominus back when Jurassic World was about to release. So it's likely to change, but it's a mutation that went rogue. And I was glad when it was announced that there was going to be no more hybrids. What I didn't think was they were going to bring it back, but with just changing the name to mutants, because that's what they've done. It's not, it's all dinosaurs now. It's, there's all dinosaurs except this one thing, which is just a pure monster, which is what I'm guessing it is going to be. Now, don't get me wrong, I still like the idea. It's still a cool idea, you know, but as a movie and as part of the canon, and I feel like as a fan base, the majority would rather dinosaurs, not mutations. I understand that Jurassic Park isn't about dinosaurs, it's about man trying to become God. So that's where the whole hybrid and all that comes to play. But let's be real, it's centered around dinosaurs, not becoming God. It's about control over what once did have control. And that's not what it's giving. It's giving a sense of just pure, utter chaos. Quickly, before you guys scroll off, because I'm about to stop talking about dinosaurs and mutations, how big is this thing? You know, if that's just its leg or arm or whatever it is, this thing has to be like the size of Godzilla or King Kong or something. I can't not say that, you know. It's definitely no dinosaur. Now, for the overall plot that I can get from this trailer, obviously there's bound to be multiple side stories or it goes deeper. But from the sense I'm getting, it's like every other Jurassic film. Some rich guy hires a mercenary to hire a paleontologist and another mercenary to go to an island full of dinosaurs so the rich guy can make more money. Because let's be real, it's not going to be about saving mankind, it's going to be about money. It always is, you know. It's not going to be, but it turns out, it just so happens that the cure to this disease is in the DNA of Titanosaurus, Mosasaurus, and Tyrannosaurus. No, you're wanting the biggest of each, like area, like land, aquatic, and aerial, because you're probably wanting to open your own park. It's not a coincidence. It's just a fact, really, I suppose. But don't get me wrong, it still sounds like it's alright plot. It's just, I don't know how persuaded I am by the idea that dinosaurs were thriving for the first 4 years they were let out, but then less than 4 years after, all of a sudden they're all dead, except on this one island, which I don't understand. Why is it that the globe, when the dinosaurs have enough space they need in the entire Earth, that they just so happen to die out? But whenever they're on a secluded island like Isla Nublar, Isla Sorna, wherever this place is, which I'm guessing, and a lot of people are guessing, is Isla Muerta, all of a sudden it's a dinosaur sanctuary, you know? And in the trailer, it does say that this is where the most dangerous specimens for the original park were held. Excuse me? So not only are you telling me that an island is more hospitable for ginormous creatures than the Earth is, it's also for the most dangerous ones. Now that, I don't really see being realistic. Don't get me wrong, it's still probably going to be a good movie, and what I'm hearing a lot of people saying is stop adding more islands and changing up the law, especially with one of David Koep's rules, again, sorry if I pronounced the name incorrectly, I suppose he's not really retconned it, has he? Because Isla Sorna was where they grew the dinosaurs. Isla Nublar was the show for the tourists, and now this place, presumably Isla Muerta, is where they, well, held the dinosaurs that were too dangerous, you know, which doesn't make sense because we know that they were ordered to be killed, as seen in Jurassic World and Camp Cretaceous. So it doesn't make much sense, but at the same time it kind of does. You know, you wouldn't want to have all the most dangerous dinosaurs where the people are, but at the same time you wouldn't want the most dangerous dinosaurs alive. You get what I mean? But yeah, that's about all I've got for this video. If you've got any questions, ask them in the comments. I'll try answer. Or any theories, I'd love to hear them. And I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.